This is very interesting, switching who's doing what and listening to one another. I'm enjoying it. I'm Sister Rose McLarney, the chair of the board of Journey to New Life, and this is Shelley. And Shelley is one of our participants in the program and will tell a little bit about from her perspective. Journey to New Life began just 3 years ago, so it's a fairly new agency. And myself and Georgia Walker, the executive director, had worked with an agency in St. Louis for 10 years for women coming from prison. And when we came to Kansas City, we looked around to see who was doing what, and did some things with a couple of agencies, but what we found was that the agencies were serving a very narrow focus. And the group that was really falling through the cracks was those with 3 barriers to success. Having mental illness, substance abuse addiction, and a history of with the criminal justice system. And so navigating all that they needed to navigate, the success rate was not very high for that particular population, so most of the agencies stayed away from that population. And so I do not believe in creating more nonprofits. And I counseled many people to join efforts. However, we did begin the agency because we felt that it was absolutely vital for Kansas City and for those that were in this situation. As you know, 97% of the people that go into prison come back out of prison. It's not throw away the key forever. They do come back out, and they're on our streets, and they're trying to put their life back together. Many of them have burnt all of their bridges, so they're not very welcome. In many situations, landlords don't want to rent to them, employers don't want to employ them. And so what Journey to New Life has done is create 3 programs. One is emergency assistance for those that just need some initial help. They need some bus passes to be able to get around for their appointments, and connecting with other agencies that can help them with employment opportunities and things like that. And they need a phone so that they can make the appointments and be able to talk with employers when they are calling them back for that interview and things like that. And also knowing what agencies can help them with what particular things. So that's the emergency assistance. The second program area is those that need more assistance, and they're connected with an individual case manager. And we are fortunate to have some HUD housing funding. And so we have 2 different types. We can help those with rapid rehousing that just need the short-term assistance to get on their feet, and then they can take over from there. And then the other is those that are going to need long-term assistance, and that's the permanent supportive housing. For that population, the HUD grants don't provide everything. So we provide them with phones, with the bus passes, and the initial IDs, birth certificates, getting all of those things back so that they have what they need when they go for employment and the other things. The third thing kind of landed in our lap just a little over a year ago, and that was a building became available in very close to our office, and we knew there was no place in the Kansas City area at all for people coming from the women's prisons that did not have a place to go. And they were stacking up, literally stacking up in the prison and being there for an extra 6 months because they had no place to go. And so we were very fortunate and had a donor that bought the building for us. And so we now operate Journey House, which has 15 women that have come directly from prison, plus 4 of us sisters live there with them. And they're there about 3 months, and then they move into either rapid rehousing or permanent supportive housing. And so we've been doing that for a year. How do you measure success with what we're doing? The national return rate to prison is 68%. In our 3 years, nobody has returned to prison for a new crime. And we're even astounded at that. We have really stellar employees. We're very fortunate with that we have very experienced. We connect people with the other agencies in town. We don't try to do it all. We connect them for all kinds of things. We have served over 2,000 a year in the last 2 years. And I'm going to let Shelley tell from her perspective what it means to have Journey to New Life.
Well, hello. My name is Shelley. I'm 3 months out of prison, and Journey to a New Life saved my life. Had just a little background. I lost my mom 30 days after I got to prison. Since then, I lost all my family members except my children and my grandchildren, which I'm still glad to have. But as far as help, I had none. If I would have walked out of that prison, I walked out with the clothes they gave me. I had nowhere to go. I had no family. I don't know what I would have done. I consider myself very blessed to got accepted into Journey to a New Life. Since then, they have provided me with a phone, money to get my ID, so transportation to the Social Security office, appointments, mental health is a big thing with me. I am very mentally, well, stable now, but I was very mentally unstable at one point. So they have got me on the right medication. I'm going to start VOTEC, so I'm going to be in training. I'm at this point looking for a place to live, and I just can't say enough about what they've done for me. They provided everything. The day we got there, we get a basket of hygienes, which means everything when you walk out with a shirt and a pair of shorts on and no shoes. It's done it. They've done everything for us. They provide our food. They let us stay. They provide classes, life skill classes, budgeting classes, nutrition classes. I've took them all. Just about anything you need. I have a case manager that I check in with probably every day. Once a week is supposed to be, but I talk to her about every day. And, you know, she's always coming up with ideas for me. And it's just a great place. I mean, I would be scared to even think of where I would be right now if it hadn't been for them. So, thank you.
Questions?
The person on the screen literally came from prison with what she has on, and those are shower shoes, and that's what they released them with in that box. And so that's why I had that up there, and it really is now what for these individuals. So any questions? Yes.
Hi Susan, how do people leaving prison know to get connected up with your program?
Okay. Our original plan was that we would go to the Chillicothe's women's prison and meet with people that were going to come out and tell them about our program. We didn't have to.
Okay.
They started contacting us. And now, yeah, the people that have been there are writing back to people that they know that are there and telling them, and we're actually booked up through next April. Yeah. Other questions?
Thank you. Thank you very much.